Hare Krishna, my name is Ayush, and in the Sunday school, we have been learning 3 of the 9 processes of devotional service. So, bhakti, it means that we should offer devotional service to Lord Krishna, like to engage in his service with love and devotion. So we are part and parcels of Krishna, and we are also the spirit soul, not this material body. And then we somehow or other have got separated from Krishna, which is like something impossible to bear for the soul. It's like no happiness. It's like a fish out of water. And then we try to enjoy here. There's no happiness. A fish. If a fish wanted a gold coin and thought, okay, I'll be free, I don't have to suffer, and gets a gold coin, will it suffer or will it be happy? It'll suffer even more. So we have to practice bhakti to realize that we need to get back into that water to make ourselves happy. And the water represents Krishna, the fish represents us, and then the person who will help us come into the water is the Guru. So there are many verses about bhakti yoga. One like Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yome Bhakta Prayachati Tadaham Bhakti Uparitram Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. If you offer a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or water, he will accept it. But that has to be done with love and devotion. And that's where bhakti comes in. Then there's Yat Karoshi Adashnashi, Yat Juhoshi Tadashiyat, Yat Tapasyasi Kauteya, Tat Kurushva Madarpanam. Whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, whatever austerities you perform, O Sarvati, do that as an offering to me. So whatever you do, whatever you eat, whatever you offer or give away, and whatever austerities you perform, you should do that for Krishna's service. So Prahlad Maharaj says about the 9 processes of Bhakti Yoga. And even if you practice one with sincere love and devotion, you can go back to the Dham, to Goloka Dham. So now, all the students are going to come and recite this verse which Prahlad Maharaj had spoken.
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnu Smaranam Padasevanam Archanam Vandanam Dasyam Sakyam Atmani Vedanam. Hearing and chanting the transcendental holy names, forms, qualities, paraphernalia, and pastimes of Lord Vishnu, remembering them, serving the lotus feet of the Lord, offering him respectful worship, offering him prayers, becoming his servant, considering him one's best friend, and surrendering everything unto him.
Hare Krishna, my name is Madhav. The first way of serving Krishna is by hearing about him. The Sanskrit word for hearing is Shravana. It is very important to hear about Krishna so we can learn more about him. Also, by hearing about Krishna, our hearts become purified so we can love and serve him more. When we learn about Krishna, we can go back to God. There are many ways to serve Krishna. Here are some ideas. You can listen to yourself chant and japa. You can listen to Prabhupada lectures. You can sing kirtan. You can hear kirtan. And my favorite way of serving Krishna is by hearing Krishna stories. The hero for hearing is Parikshit Maharaj. Here comes his story.
Once, when the grandson of Arjuna, Maharaj Parikshit, was the king of the world, he went to the woods to practice his archery skills. After some time, he became very tired and thirsty. He began looking for water. Looking and looking for water. Suddenly, he saw the hermitage of sage Shamika Rishi. He went inside the hut and offered his respects. Then he asked the sage if he could have some water. The sage did not reply. The king asked again, but the sage was completely silent. Maharaj Parikshit became angry because he thought the sage was not showing him respect. Even though he was a great devotee of Krishna, for this pastime, Krishna made Maharaj Parikshit forget his intelligence. He was so insulted that before he left, he took a dead snake and placed it around the neck of the sage. But when Maharaj Parikshit came home, he felt bad for what he had done. Meanwhile, the son of Shamika Rishi named Shringi came, and being very angry to see that someone insulted his father, he took Ganges water in his hand and cursed Maharaj Parikshit that he would die in 7 days by the bite of a snake bird. When Maharaj Parikshit heard the curse, he took it as a blessing from Krishna. He went to the bank of the Ganges, and for 7 days and nights, without eating, drinking, or sleeping, he heard about Krishna from the great sage Sukadeva Goswami. This conversation is what we now know today as the great Srimad Bhagavatam. At the end of the 7 days, a snake bird came and bit Maharaj Parikshit. But he was so absorbed in hearing about Krishna, he didn't even feel it. He immediately went back to the spiritual world to be with Krishna.
Hare Krishna. My name is Bhavya. The second way of serving Krishna is by chanting. The Sanskrit word for chanting is kirtan. Chanting is the most powerful form of devotional service in this age of Kali. Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna himself, taught everybody how to chant the holy name. He said, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Nama, In this age of Kali, there is no other means than chanting the holy name of Krishna. There are different ways of chanting. You can chant quietly, which is called japa. You can chant with music and other devotees, which is called kirtan. Or you can tell somebody about Krishna. The hero for chanting is Sukadeva Goswami, who spoke about Krishna to Maharaj Parikshit. My favorite way of chanting is doing kirtan. Let us do 5 minutes of kirtan to please Krishna.
Hare
we could chant about Krishna, and we could remember Krishna while doing things. My favorite way of remembering Krishna is chanting.
Hiranyakashipu was a demon. But his son, Prahlad, was a great devotee of Krishna. When Hiranyakashipu saw that Prahlad was a devotee of Krishna and began to teach his friends about Krishna, Hiranyakashipu was very angry and tried to kill the boy in many ways. But every time, Prahlad would remember Krishna by chanting the holy names, and thus nothing could hurt him.
Servants! Put Prahlad in a pit of snakes! Beat Prahlad with weapons!
Chindi, bindi, chop him up and pierce him. Chindi, chindi, chop him up and pierce him. Chindi, bindi, chop him up and pierce him.
Throw him off a cliff! Give the strongest poison in the 3 worlds to Prahlad. He cannot survive that. Put him in a huge fire. You go sit down. Let me deal with this. Prahlad, where do you get all your powers from?
From the same place where you get your power from God.
Where is your God? Is he here? Is he here? Is he in that pillar?
God is everywhere, Father, even in the pillar.
Then I will kill him!
Namaste. Hiranyakashi Purvapsara.
I'll introduce them. Over there is Bhavya. He is 8 years old. Divyansh, 9 years old. Akshara, 5 years old. Advait, 6 years old. Madhav, 6 years old. Ayush, 8 years old. Raj, 6 years old.
Hearing, chanting, and remembering Krishna are the 3 3 of the 9 important ways of serving Krishna. And so, I conclude that saying, when one is performed, you can go back to Goloka town, and this devotional service is helping us reach Krishna and become happy.